The last few weeks on this, what I call the Revolution Washington World Tour, is to meet people and to understand the perspectives directly from their heart and souls. So I'm going to share with you the conversation that seems to be the thread through almost every single one, and it's something very, very simple. They don't like what Trump's doing, but they support him because he said he would end the Ukrainian war. Because he said he would, do this, he would do. And that's all it took for them to be behind him. Because they don't know a lot of the things that he has done out in public, in front of everybody, in front of the Americans ever since, and leading up to. So it's up to us to educate them. So when they look at the situation, they actually look at it with, this is how it got here, and no, we didn't vote for it either. But and the Afghanistan pullout is a common thread. Supporting Benjamin Netanyahu instead of the Palestinians is a common thread. Not supporting Ukraine is a common thread. And they blame Joe Biden for all of that, or Obama, or pick insert Democrat here. But more than anything, I've had to explain the process of how everything comes into power. How these laws are actually created, and how one person is able to actually manipulate the situation, put something together that would actually put him in a position of the most powerful office in the world, because he has the right connections working together to make it happen. Be it from the contracts given to the company in charge of the Wi-Fi over the swing states, for instance, who's now in charge of where government money goes, so he cuts off every contract, and now every contract has to go through one of his companies first. How many contracts are like, all of that stuff is the reason all this is happening. That's what needs to be understood across this world, because the information is out there. The people out there giving you information is out there. And there are those who want to stop that. And we need to have purpose in what we do. We need to bring everybody together to recognize that this is everybody's beautiful world. Beautiful, beautiful world. And there's room for all of us. And that we all want the same thing. That's the most important part to all of this, is we all want the same thing. So instead of making an assumption on who somebody is because of some excuse, from their color of their skin to the hat they wear, instead of assuming they're going to be evil or mean, or Americans must want Donald Trump because the democracy in America is so strong, no scam or scumbag could outsmart democracy, because it's America, right? That's what we built, because that's what we are. Well, we were. But it all starts with knowledge. What knowledge is consumed, what knowledge is accepted as fact, and the choices we make to put logic in the beginning of the conversation when thinking of all this information, or not using logic at all as we process this information. The important part would be making sure logic is in every single piece of your decision-making process when you're getting angry. Because if there's no logic involved in your pre-launch of anger and being whatever you want to be, with the red hat, gold sneaker, or whatever. All right, I'll make it easy for Americans, Republicans. Do research on what's making you angry. make sure everything that's done in whatever process that country holds to make those laws happen is done in the process you would want it to be. You don't want the person you voted for creating laws that go against your interest. But that's up to you to figure that out and to follow that. We all have that same problem in all the countries, but much less choices in other countries. They assume we have freedoms we are losing every day, and most of the diehard red hats can't even see that. But they're starting to see the pain caused by stuff we tried to warn them about. Most importantly, we need to recognize that if we stood shoulder to shoulder and tried to fix everything we could as a team, think of how much would be fixed. Despite color, sexual preference, whatever. Just throw all that stuff aside. Just us, world citizens. Why? Because, like it or not, we have to live together in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, we need to start paying more attention on the why people are angry and trying to figure that out. Is their anger legit or not? Usually, it's an easy thing to prove. So instead of arguing and building up hatred and getting angrier and angrier, let's put our collective energy that we all agree on, that this stuff needs to be fixed, together, shoulder to shoulder, united worldwide, to fix these problems. And any politician, anything that stands in that way, no money being made, whatever the hell, we want to take it from there. That's the basic mission, is that. Let's do that together right now. Boom. Put an end to all this bullshit. But what do I know? Ladies and gentlemen, we need to make sure we're on top of this. We stay diligent. We need to make sure that we continue to educate ourselves and not waste our time on anger that we felt for years and years, that we've been carrying around for all those years, and now it's built up with everything else, that our anger is 10 times more justified because we have the "see, I told you so" level of crap going on. I want to tell everyone to stop that. You hear? Even the crows agree. Stop that too, because that's wasted energy. Where's it getting us? Right? Stop getting upset. We know they're not going to listen, so, they're going to find out soon enough. We don't have to teach them any more lessons. So let's put our energy into solution time. United, worldwide, open communication, talk to people. When you're chatting online, be respectful. Ask people. I'm from whatever. I support Trump. I sat down. I was like, why? What do you like the most? And it's fascinating, the answers they gave. It's all according to their lives and their perspective. Throw facts into it. Let them make their own decision wherever that leads them. What's best for them and their families. We all want that. United worldwide, we will get that. But the time is now, and it's not through violence. That will always be an option. But we have truth, we have logic, we have facts, we have indisputable evidence on why, and more than anything, we have the reason for humanity and love, kindness, progress. Rising tide lifts all boats. All of the above. Everybody helping everybody. Everybody benefits. Life with a smile from here on out. They want their stuff, they can have a little island somewhere and a reduced version of whatever. We need each other. We should never lose focus on that, even if the person right next to you pisses you off. We are family. We need to talk to each other. And so, you stupid American, yeah, what do you know about me? Let me know. I'm open to conversation without argument, because I'm here to learn. So keep an open mind. Let kindness guide you. God bless.